I am Prina Arabani. I'm 21, a third-year medtech student under Dash 1.
Good day, I'm Christina Pacham, a BS Medical Technology, third-year student, Dash 1.
I am Cyrus Balaon, 20 years old, from third year Dash 1.
Hi, I'm Christian B. Marcos Tumalia. I'm 24 years old, and I'm a third-year medical technology student from Dash 1.
Hi, I'm Sophia Gisela Garcia, third year Dash 1.
My name is Brian Gabriel J. Suzuki, 21 years old, from MedTech Year 3-1.
Good day everyone, I am Monica Eileen Togono, 22, from Dash 1 and currently a third year MLS student.
What was your first impression of CCHM 321 before the semester started, and what has changed now that it's final?
Noong bago magsimula ang clinical chemistry, honestly, akala ko super hirap niya. Tipong puro computation, analyze, at parang nosebleed every meeting. Medyo nakakaba talaga kasi sabi ng mga upper years, maganda ka, yan yung subject na magpapaisip sa'yo na bakit ka nag-medtech. Pero ngayon na finals na, nagbago yung tingin ko. Oo, challenging siya, pero surprisingly, nag-enjoy ako dahil naging clear yung purpose ng bawat test. Hindi na siya basta memorize mo yan. Naging, kaya pala ginagawa to sa patient. Natuto ako ng solid foundation lalo sa clinical chemistry, pag-interpret ng result, sources of error, quality control, at pinaka-importante, yung pagiging maingat at systematic sa lab. Mas nagkaroon ako ng confidence sa pagkilos bilang isang future medtech.
During enrollment, napag-usapan na namin ng friends ko na magtitake kami ng CC. Hindi umabot sa amin yung balita na mahirap pala siya. So in the end, nagsisi talaga kami. Pero, as the semester passed by, na-realize ko na kung bakit siya mahirap, kung bakit ganun yung mga comments nila sa CC1. Because intensive yung scope ng course. So, kailangan talaga mahirap siya kasi based siya sa real world talaga. So, bawal ka talaga magkamali.
Initially, I thought that clinical chemistry is just going to be basic, and the same way that I was able to conquer biochemistry, good. However, nung tumagal na, it's actually kind of difficult managing a lot of lessons and at the same time studying for more, because there are several numbers that you will have to correlate so that there can be proper diagnosis. So at some point, I actually questioned my sanity, no? Kasi ang hirap pala talaga niya. For example, I have to study lipids for 2 days. Apaka-pressure. Hirap siya. It is not something that a non-reviewee can just perfect an exam. No, you will have to exert a lot of effort so that you will be able to pass clinical care.
What is the most memorable lab activity or lesson that you will never forget?
Most memorable lab activity? Seminalysis!
Hindi. Hindi. Ibang subject yun.
Ibang subject yun. Mali. Sa CC, most memorable lab activity ko is spectrometry. Lalo na pagka rep-dem na, tinatawag ka na. Iba yung kaba pagka nagtatawag si sir o si ma'am ng pangalan kung sino yung magpe-perform ng spectro. Tapos doon mo naman malaman kung paano gumagana yung mga laboratory areas sa hospital.
For me, if I have to choose one, siguro yung pipette ito demonstration. Not because yung stress na parang di mo sure kung micropipette ba o yung glass pipette yung makuha mo, and yung stress kung tama ba yung haladampot mo, ganyan. Pero I think for me, naging memorable siya dahil ayun yung parang like fundamental, fundamental. Ayun yung mismo parang naging activity na naging way para mas matutunan yung pipette or yung micropipette specifically na ginamit siya all throughout ng mga laboratory activities. Yeah, for me, I think yun yung very memorable.
One of the most memorable lab activities for me was our group's last experiment, which is yung total bilirubin determination. that activity really stood out since bilirubin is light sensitive, kailangan mabilis at maingat habang nagtatransfer ng sample. Umabot pa kami sa point na literal na nagtatago kami under the table just to reduce light exposure. Medyo nakaka-stress, pero honestly sobrang nakakatawa lang din. Tapos, yung sunod naman na challenge, yung recitation during the spectrophotometer round. Ma'am Kim or Sir JC would suddenly ask questions about the principles, wavelengths, or reaction mechanisms right on the spot. Tapos after that, pipili ng isang student to operate sa spectrophotometer. Doon talaga papasok yung kaba kasi once you're picked, nasa sayo lahat ng pressure. Ikaw yung magpapatakbo ng procedure, ikaw din yung sasagot. Tapos basically, sa'yo nakasalalay kung may minus points yung group or if kaya bang i-perfect, ganun. Those moments were intense, pero they taught me a lot. Discipline, precision, and importance of truly understanding every step, not just memorizing it. Kaya unforgettable talaga yung activity na yun para sa akin.
If we have a return demonstration, who would you prefer to supervise you? Ma'am Kim or Sir Jerome? And why?
Either of them naman, okay lang sa akin. Pero, so far, sa lahat ng return demos ko, laging si Sir Jerome yung naka-supervise sa akin. So, siya na lang pipiliin ko. Para bang napilitan lang talaga yun. Pero hindi, okay naman sa akin, either of them. Kasi, parehas naman ako may natututunan sa kanila. Although, magkaiba sila ng way kung paano magturo.
I experienced being supervised by Ma'am Kim during my first year, and now I have experienced being supervised in Redden by Sir Jerome. And I prefer umabsent na lang. Hindi, joke lang. They follow naman the same criteria in grading. So, kung mahirap talaga yung Redden, mahirap talaga siya. So, wala na tayong magagawa dun. Palakasan na lang talaga ng guardian angel.
Kung may return demo, honestly po, either Ma'am Kim or Sir Jerome, okay sa akin. Pero iba yung vibe nila kay Ma'am Kim, tahimik pero nakaka-tense. Yung tingin niya, parang x-ray machine, alam agad kung may mali ka, pero sobrang kalmado niya magturo after. Kay Sir Jerome, siya naman yung tipong kahit nanginginig ka na sa kaba, may pa-joke siya bigla. Pero honestly, pareha sila nakakatulong in different ways. Kaya kahit sino, happy ako.
As this semester comes to an end, how did CCHM 321 impact your life as a third-year Medtech student? And what are the most valuable lesson or experience you gain from it?
As this semester ends, clinical chemistry definitely changed me as a person. It taught me patience, accuracy, and discipline. I learned teamwork, proper lab handling, and most importantly, how to stay calm at all times. Like, huwag kang basta-basta nagpapanik. Kapag nagpanik ka, edi may chance talaga na magkakamali ka eh. Kailangan lagi ka lang kalmado. It was tiring, oo. Nakakapagod talaga siya, pero nakaka-enjoy talaga siya at the same time. Super worth it yung iyak mo, as in. Kasi, alam mo kung para saan yung ginagawa mo eh.
As the semester ends, sobrang laki ng impact ng course sa akin as a third-year Medtech student. Mas naging detailed-oriented ako sa lab work, mas naging discipline sa procedure, at mas naintindihan ko yung purpose ng bawat test. Natuto ako mag-manage ng pressure, mag-focus kahit sabay-sabay yung deadline, at mas lalo ko na-feel na ito talaga yung profession na pinili ko. In short, this course did not just give me knowledge, it shaped my confidence as a future medtech.
So probably, the most important one is that you do not have the authority to be complacent, no? Because kapag ka-complacent ka, there is really no progress. At some point of time, you will have to exert a lot of effort so that you will be able to understand things and that you will be able to pass clinical chemistry. clinical chemistry is a board subject after all. So, it is not something that is picture-picture lang na nakukuha ng, okay, isang basa nito, alam ko agad. No. There are also things that you have to remember that clinical chemistry is on the basis of clinical correlations with the laboratory results. So, probably that will be the best impact that clinical chemistry have contributed into my life.
As the semester wraps up, I can say that CCHM 321 really shaped me as a third-year medtech student. Hindi lang siya tungkol sa theories and analytes, it strengthened my discipline, accuracy, and critical thinking. Natutunan kong maging mas meticulous, mas maayos sa time management, at mas composed kahit pressured, traits na essential talaga sa clinical laboratory. May mas gumaganda rin yung collaboration namin as classmates. Iba yung bonding na bubuo kapag sabay-sabay kayo kinakabahan, napapagod, at natutuwa pag lumalabas na yung results, ganun. Overall, this subject helped me build my confidence and prepared me for the responsibilities of being a future medical technologist.
So I could say after Clinical Chemistry 1 that I am more knowledgeable than I was before. I am more careful in doing laboratory works. I am wiser in managing my time, and of course this CC1 built me closer to becoming a medical laboratory scientist.
I think majority din naman talaga or halos natin talaga ng mga third year subject is parang very practical na parang sa yung mga subjects talaga is parang magiging parang way mo ganun, para matutunan yung susunod or like magagamit mo rin talaga siya sa susunod and sa pagiging medtech na ganun. And CCHM is no different from that, na parang nag-introduce siya ng bagong mga equipments na magagamit in the future, and mga laboratory tests, mga bagong learnings about tests, equipments, and other lessons na matutunan talaga in the future, and at the same time kapag mismong medtech na in a laboratory.
In clinical chemistry, we'll learn how essential laboratory tests help diagnose and monitor disease. We explore the principle behind analyzing other body fluids, and we practice proper techniques to ensure accuracy and reliability in every result. This course taught us not only scientific skill, but also the importance of precision, responsibility, and teamwork.
Sir, tapos na po.